The Spotlight, shining a light on podcasts and videos that have caught our attention.
Hi and welcome to The Spotlight. I'm Jen Spiker, and today I have another podcast worth sharing. The Vision app has resources for the whole family, including the kids. Focus on the Family has produced the popular radio drama Adventures in Odyssey for decades, and the program continues to be a family favourite. Today, we'll hear part of a recent episode of Odyssey called The Champ of Camp.
The Spotlight with Jen Spiker.
And now, Adventures in Odyssey.
Save and done. I guess I should read this over. Prologue. This is a book about my hometown Odyssey and the people in this great little town. And speaking of people, I'll start with me. Living here has changed my life in so many ways, but to understand that, I should first explain what I was like before I came here. There are many stories that would illustrate just what kind of person I was before I came to Odyssey, but one of my favorites took place at Camp Jumonville in Northern California. It's a little story I like to call The Most Miserable and Wonderful Week Ever.
Oh, hi there. Welcome to Odyssey. I'm John Avery Whitaker, but most folks around here call me Whit. Why don't you get the whole family together and join us for another exciting adventure in Odyssey?
The same week be wonderful and terrible? I sure didn't think it was possible. That is, not until I went toe-to-toe with the kid they called Goggles in the biggest prank war in the history of Camp Jumonville. See, every summer I spent a week at cheerleading camp. It was always a great time to swim in the lake, hike in the woods, talk about boys, and, of course, spend time with all my camp friends. But this particular summer was different. I wasn't very excited to be there.
Connie, why didn't you call me back last week?
I've been kind of busy, Marcy. How are you doing, Hope?
Great, now that you're here. We'll need you to help us win the prank war this year.
We should have won last year.
I don't think I'm going to do it this year, guys.
What? Why not?
I'm not in the mood.
You'd better get in the mood. The boys cannot beat us this year.
You may have to do it without me.
If only I had stuck to my guns and not gotten pulled into it. But then the boys struck first. The boys' camp was on the other side of the creek. We weren't supposed to cross the bridge to their side, and they weren't supposed to come to ours. But it never took long for one side to break that rule. Later that same morning...
Connie, you've got to see this.
What?
You know that ratty teddy bear you keep on your bed?
Yeah, his name's Pookie, and he's not ratty.
Well, ratty or not, he's up on top of the flagpole with a sign that says Navajo Cabin Rules.
What?
Look and see.
I don't believe it! The boys did this?
They must have. They're the Navajos.
Oh, Pookie.
So, what are you going to do about it? We can't let them get away with this.
You want to tell the counselors?
No, it's summer camp. We need to prank them back.
Pranks are silly.
You played a bunch last year.
Yeah, but I'm older now.
Oh, yeah, by 51 and a half weeks. Come on, Connie. Pranks are as much a part of camp as Thursday's mystery meet. And after all, they started it.
Well,
you're good at this, Connie. And think of our cabin's reputation.
Okay. One prank and then I'm out.
Yes, I knew we could count on you. Got any ideas?
I need to think.
Hey, how about we find a skunk and train it to spray them whenever it hears them say a certain word? Like broccoli.
That might be a little difficult. But I like the idea of stinking them up a little bit. I got it!
What?
Picture this. We'll put Limburger in the boys' cabin.
Limburger? What is that?
It's really smelly cheese. We'll put it in the vents during the day.
I didn't didn't really think of myself as a prankster, but I had to admit it was a pretty good idea. We got the Limburger into the cabin undetected, but later that night, Marcy brought me some bad news.
Connie,
What's the matter?
you're not going to believe it. The boys found the cheese.
Already? That's impossible.
Afraid not. I was up at the cafeteria, and one of the boys gave me the cheese back.
Ew, get it away.
He said, guess you'd better leave the prank pulling to people who know what they're doing.
They found it before the fans came on?
Yep. Apparently, some really smart guy in the cabin noticed that the vents hadn't been put back into place well and weren't flat against the wall. They call him Goggles.
Goggles? Why goggles?
I don't know. But you know what this means, don't you?
We've got to do something else.
Or they'll win. I told him you'd get them yet.
You told them my name?
No, I called you the Avenger. Sounds pretty scary, don't you think?
Oh, brother.
The problem was that there were few secrets at camp. It wouldn't take long until everyone would know about our failed prank. And this put the boys really ahead of us. The obvious solution was to try an old standby, a bucket of seaweed over their door. But that night in our bunks...
I can't believe it.
How did they see the bucket? I don't know. That trick always works.
Connie, you have to get this guy.
I don't know that many more pranks.
Then you have to invent something new.
Let me sleep on it. Maybe I can come up with something in the morning.
Good idea. Let's all get a good night's rest.
What is that?
Turn it off, Connie.
Do it! Just stop it. I'm trying. Where is it?
Hurry!
It sounds like it's under the floor, but...
Oh, thank you, Connie.
It wasn't me. It stopped by itself.
As I was drifting back to sleep, trying to think of our response, suddenly...
Oh, not again! Oh, where is that coming from? Please make it stop.
Girls, what in the world is going on in here? What is that awful racket?
All night, the music blasted in, then turned off after a few seconds. We finally found a speaker hidden underneath the floorboard. I could not let this go unanswered. So for the next 3 days, we came up with more and more pranks. And every single one of them was foiled by Goggles. And he kept on the offensive.
Itching.
Me too. Maybe we got bit by mosquitoes on our hike.
But it's all over.
And it's getting worse. What's this powder in my sleeping bag? Itching powder!
Apparently, Goggles made the powder himself, from maple seed pods and crushed rose hips. Every single prank that Goggles devised for us worked to perfection, even one that never happened.
I don't know, Marcy. It doesn't even seem worth it anymore.
Of course it's worth it. Connie, the prank war is what camp is all about.
Guys, what's the matter, Hope? I just got a letter from the Navajos. Read it.
We've got Goggles, and he has you on the run. We've got you 6 times, but you've got us none?
Pretty depressing, huh?
If that doesn't make you want to get them back, I don't know what will. 6 times? That's pathetic.
Hang on, wait a minute. 6 times? Is that right? I mean, there was my bear.
The speaker under the floorboard.
The itching powder.
That's 3.
The snails.
4.
The X-ray machine.
5, but that's it. They haven't gotten us 6 times.
Uh-oh. What?
This means there's another one coming.
We have to keep our eyes open, ready for anything.
What was that? Connie, did you hear that?
I think it was just an owl or something.
I don't think there are owls in these woods. It could have been the boys pretending to be owls.
They're gonna do something. What was that? I heard something.
They're out there.
We stayed up all night waiting for the boys to get us. It was one of the longest nights of my life.
They didn't get us. We made it all night and they never got us.
I can't believe I was up all night.
Guys, look. There was a note taped to the door. It's just one word. 6.
What do they mean? They never got us 6 times.
Don't you see, Hope? They did get us. They kept us up all night by not doing anything.
Connie, we have to do something.
No, I'm done. It's over.
You're gonna let them win?
I'm exhausted, Marcy. I can't do this anymore.
You can't just give up.
Why not?
We're counting on you.
This isn't a real war, Marcy. I'm not your sergeant. Nobody's gonna die if I don't beat the boys. It's just a bunch of silly pranks.
We know, it's just...
Get off my backs, both of you. I came to camp to forget my problems, and you're just giving me more.
Connie...
Just stay away from me. I'm going for a walk.
I stayed away from Marcy and Hope the rest of the day. In the afternoon, a counselor told me I had a phone call.
Hello? Hi, Mom. Okay. What? You both signed them, but... both of you?
It was the moment I had been dreading. And I guess I never really thought the day would come. But it happened. My mom and dad signed divorce papers. It was official. My parents were splitting up. I left the camp office in a daze. I wanted to go back to my cabin and curl up in a ball and sleep for the rest of the month. But something inside me decided not to. This divorce, no matter how much I fought against it, was happening. Suddenly, I felt like I needed a fight I could win. I had to win this prank war.
But, Connie, I thought you were against the prank war.
I'm back in. We're gonna make Goggles pay.
On the Spotlight, that's part of a recent Adventures in Odyssey episode, The Champ of Camp. Adventures in Odyssey is available on demand in the podcast tab of the Vision app. Plus, this engaging radio drama is heard every weekday on Vision Kids Radio. You can stream Vision Kids through the app, online at visionkids.org.au, or tell your smart speaker to play Vision Kids Radio. Have you heard a podcast that we should feature on the Spotlight? Click Contact Us at vision.org.au and share the link. My name is Jen Spiker, and I look forward to joining you next time with another podcast or video worth highlighting.
For more great podcasts and videos like the one featured today, check out vision.org.au or the free Vision app.